City volunteers in Malaysia deliver aid to flood survivors in Kimbambangan in Sabah. We'll look at how Tzu Chi New York chapter established its Tzu Shao group in 1997. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Siri Su. Thank you for joining us. In Malaysia, Kampung Kimbambangan of Sabah was flooded due to heavy rains. As a result, 2 families in the areas were hard hit. Upon learning of the news, Tzu Chi volunteers went to the disaster area to assess damages. They also brought the flood survivors much-needed supplies so they can get through this tough time.
In the aftermath of the heavy rainstorm, Kampung Kimbambangan of Malaysia's Sabah is still inundated.
I've lived here for some 10 years, and this is the first time encountering something like this. I'm happy that we're all still alive. The day it happened, there was no one at home. The children had all gone to school already.
Wooden debris is everywhere, blocking traffic flow. There is also a sinkhole in the middle of the road. All of the hurdles do not stop Tzu Chi volunteers as they go on foot to reach the disaster zone.
When we saw it, there was a large sinkhole on the street. Everyone in the village came out to look at it. There were 5 of us that day, and we came to ask them what happened.
Dia satu kali datang, satu kali dengan dia punya kayu-kayu.
Sampai mana itu air?
Masih lagi sampai sini.
Belum sampai. Surut atau dia
sedang surut sudahlah.
The muddy floors and walls are what remain after the mudslide. After the initial survey, Tzu Chi volunteers acted immediately.
因为我们的师姐是他们去看灾。
After Tzu Chi's sister came to survey this area, she saw these 2 families are really the worst hit. Their entire furniture and clothing are all gone. All they have left are the clothes on their backs. At the time, we used the quickest method available to us to send them some clothes and water, also some daily necessities, as we know these are what they need most.
Seeing how fast the Tzu Chi volunteers acted after the storm, the recipients are all grateful.
They are the first organization to come help us. Thank you for your care for our situation. I can only say thank you.
Although still recovering from their loss, the recipients still donate a part of what they received back to others less fortunate, as they know this is the best way to pay the love forward.
3 years ago, a refugee from Pakistan and her family were forced to flee the country and move to Malaysia. She and her husband not only have to take care of 4 children, but also her ill sister. UNHCR has referred this case to Tzu Chi. Therefore, Tzu Chi volunteers have been visiting them and providing financial assistance.
My name is Mubashra, and I come to Malaysia in 2016. Here in Pakistan, my father is dead and my mother is so illness.
Mubashara's husband Shaba Ahmad's conversion to her religion caused conflict with his family.
His religion attack to so not save the. I am so worried, and when some money save, I go to the Malaysia.
Mubashara and her family brought along her sick sister with them when they came to Malaysia.
My mother requested to me to care my sister.
After her sister Noshaba had a high fever at age 15, she suffered congenital cerebral atrophy. Her brain and nerve system were affected, causing her to shake her body involuntarily.
She can't walk, so every time she need to go to the toilet or she need to go anywhere, the sister need to carry her. Even to feed her, so she can't eat by herself because the hand is shaking.
And I have no money, so my husband's saving is not finished. I am also asthma patient here, so my lungs is weak. I am so tired, so tired.
With a monthly income of $240, paying for a family of 7's living expenses and the medical expenses of Noshaba meant the husband shouldered a heavy burden.
So after doing the survey, we decided that she should get some financial assistance. Shaba. Hi, how are you? Good. Homemade cookies. Sister make one. Yes, UNHCR featuring it for his whatever lah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
While financial assistance helps, the emotional needs of the family were not met.
Last month when we asked her sister go down, take a walk, she said she cannot do it because she cannot support herself. So I asked her whether she needs a wheelchair. After evening, you can push her. When there's no sun, you can push down, walk around. So she said it's good that if she can have a wheelchair, then she can push her around the compound here, and at least she can see a wider world instead of staying in the house only.
For refugees, having food on the table is all they ask for. However, the illness affects more than their daily needs.
Continuing her island-wide tour, Dharma Master Zheng Yan stayed at Xingdian Jingsi Hall, where she listened to Tzu Chi volunteers from the Philippines share their experiences. The volunteers talk about how they inspire young people to conduct charity mission. Among the volunteers, a young girl confessed to the master that her wish is to invite her father to join Tzu Chi. Over the course of 3 days, the Philippine Tzu Chi camp has been held at the Tzu Chi grounds. Similar camps were also held at other liaison offices, inspiring young people to help the less fortunate.
We are able to provide them with stationery so they can go to school without worries and realize their dreams. We feel very joyful helping other people.
In the Tzu Chi class, they teach these children how to write, do math, and draw pictures. They also pay attention to their character education.
慈济是社会面的、世界面的，咱都爱好好来培养人，包括咱的囝，包括咱这个所有的年轻人，我们都要鼓励。那好因下一代呢，爱有亲像本会。
Life's value lies in how much one can give of oneself. Tzu Chi volunteers from the Philippines share their experiences. An 11-year-old girl knelt down in front of Dharma Master Zheng Yan.
Upon learning of disasters, I will ask my mother for money to be donated. Sometimes I join my mother when she listens to the master's morning teachings. Although it is hard to get up at 4 a.m., I must get up, knowing that the master has gotten up earlier than us.
There's a wish in the young mind.
Master, I apologize to you because I feel ashamed. I have not been able to invite my father to join Tzu Chi. I told my father that people who are blessed must cultivate more blessings.
人生呢，问生命何价？ 实在无啥物价值啊！安尼一旦无常来，真紧呢就吵啊，没有，所以官身不济。但是呢，身躯就有价值嘞，因为呢救人，而且呢是人群中的贵人，这就是生命过程的价值。
To lead a fulfilling life, it is important for people to go amongst the public, nurture one's wisdom, and help the less fortunate people. The educational path for a stateless child is always changing. Therefore, members of Kuala Lumpur and Selangor Teachers Association conducted home visits to understand the students' situations. They found that although these children are young, they've already started working to make ends meet for their family. Therefore, the volunteers hope to help the children continue to learn without worries. The volunteers from Tzu Chi's Kuala Lumpur and Selangor Teachers Association visit some of the homes of the stateless students of Tawal's Community Learning Center. Abdul invites the Tzu Chi volunteers into his home. At the age of 15, he's already working odd jobs to make money for the family. He also learned to give massages, which he learned from his grandmother. Abdul is a good kid. He's even got first place on exams at the Community Learning Center.
When he heard that my back ached because of backpack, When we left, he was going to carry the backpack for me to the next house. He is really sweet and mature. Actually, the children who grow up in adversity are often the most mature and caring.
Growing up in adversity with less than ideal educational ways, these stateless children could only rely on their education to give them a sense of hope. The volunteers also paid a visit to the Community Learning Center in Gala Island. Luna is like Abdul. She also works after classes to help her family.
The neighbors is really nice. They pay her to sell their vegetables each day. I make 1 ringgit, sometimes 3 in a day. It's for everything. When I sell it all, she will give me fish and vegetables.
Luna is the eldest child in her family. Besides her job, she needs to take care of 4 younger siblings.
Once we came and saw the little one was crying non-stop. Then one of the sisters brought out a pastry she had on her to give to him. He immediately stopped crying. It turns out they were crying because they were hungry.
In these types of environment, the children are perhaps tougher, but they still harbor dreams just like others their age.
I dream of being a doctor.
With their bumpy educational path, the stateless child's pursuit of education is filled with hurdles. Thus, the volunteers hope to smooth out the journey as much as they can, so these children can learn without worries. 5 city volunteers from Malaysia's Kuala Lumpur and Selangor Teachers Association headed to East Malaysia to share what they know with the teachers and volunteers of the Tzu Chi's Community Learning Center for Stateless Children. Everyone was happy to share and exchange their thoughts on how to improve educational quality. Members of Malaysia's Kuala Lumpur and Selangor Tzu Chi Teachers Association head to East Malaysia to exchange ideas with teachers from Tawau and Gaya Islands Community Learning Center for Stateless Children. Breaking traditions, the members of the Teachers Association share how to make learning fun and increase student-teacher interactions.
In teaching, the first step is to increase their motivation. When we step into the class, we want to engage the students and pick their interest in learning about what the lesson is for the day. Maintain classroom order, planning students' homework, and communicating with students or guiding students. These are all the skills I have learned. They are a lesson I didn't know before.
While sharing the lessons they have learned through the years of teaching, the volunteers have also reflected on their own growth.
Bagi saya, ini satu peluang untuk 怎么样讲，在充电啊，在教学上。
We are conducting our seminar in Malay, and honestly, it's difficult, as most of us are rusty in the language. However, we have striving to provide the best material to these teachers. So even it's spoken Malay, I believe they understand it.
Kami sambil belajar, kita sebagai guru pun.
Though we are teachers, we still need to learn. Before today's class, our teaching style was to just pass on what we know to the students. But today, I learned how to solve problems as a teacher when they come up. I think today was very useful.
Seorang guru macam mana menyelesaikan masalah, jadi sangat berguna untuk kami.
Not just sharing their experience, the volunteers also headed to the Community Learning Center to demonstrate teaching a class.
Dari hari Isnin sampai hari Ahad. Bila? Bagus.
As the children's future lies in education, how to make learning fun and enjoyable has always been the goal of the teachers at the Tintingan Community Learning Center for these stateless children. From Tzu Shao to Tzu Chi, Tzu Chi volunteers help guide the youth in the community by promoting Jingsi aphorisms and helping them develop good habits. The first Tzu Shao group was established by the Tzu Chi New York chapter in 1997. Let's take a look at the history of the group.
The New York chapter was established in 1991, and in 1997, Tzu Shaos were formed. At that time, globally, there wasn't a structure for Tzu Shaos. There was for Tzu You, Tzu Chi, so we thought to form Tzu Shao.
I joined Tzu Chi in 1998. I was still in school then. I joined as a Tzu Chi. Tzu Chi was still a pretty new group then. I was among the first Tzu Chi group in New York, which was also the first Tzu Shao group.
In the beginning, there was about 10 or 20 kids, and everyone was around the junior high and high school age of both boys and girls. And their common goal was just to hang out and make friends.
When they started enjoying those Tzu Shao activities, they would invite their classmates to join them.
Our topics are different every single meeting, so sometimes our meetings can be adventure education. If the holidays coming up, we'll have like a Christmas party or like some sort of holiday party. We have farewell parties, we do Mother's Day events, we do public speaking classes, and like the beginning of the year, we usually talk about our Tzu Chi etiquette, and then we also do an introduction to Tzu Chi, and then we also try to incorporate some of like what the Tzu Shaos want to see as well inside the Tzu Shao meetings as well.
When the Tzu Chi volunteers had activities, they would go help, whether it's with the performance or moving heavy items.
New York Tzu Shao and the adults' activities are very closely related. It's mostly family-oriented, like serving tea to mothers.
They are active. They perform at different nursing homes, large events, or other areas, and it's due to the numerous activities that the kids have formed bonds with one another.
Not necessarily using it as Tzu Chi's ethics, but we teach them about environmental protection, how to take care of themselves, take care of others, how to give back to society. Let them know they're loved and how to return that love to those around them. I'm very happy to see them grow up in such a healthy environment where they can absorb Tzu Chi's information, make friends, and cultivate a charitable heart. Seeing they grow up along the way is rewarding. I hope we have the chance to continue on this path together. Working closely with Tzu Chi volunteers, Tzu Chi youth such as Tzu Shaos do many activities. In the end, this group of youngsters take away from the program more than just a fun time with friends. They walk away with character building.
Wait, can we do it together? Can we do it together? 1, 2, 3. 床前明月光。疑是地上霜，举头望明月，低头思故乡。我们好棒！
I've been in this program, Tzu Shao, since my 8th grade, so currently about 3 years now. And my experience here was generally well, as I had lots of fun, made new friends, and was able to help my community.
I think in this program, me and the other students here were able to learn the morals and ethics that we need to survive in life and how we're able to help other people.
From Tzu Chi, I definitely learned to be more grateful, especially watching videos like today and just looking at my life and reflecting on the stuff that I have compared to like people across the world.
One of the things that we do is we learn sign language and dancing. We perform for the elderly who've been left there by their families to just because like their family can't take care of them or they don't care about them. So it's nice to we go over there and we dance, we perform, and make them smile. I think that's really great.
为我们的地球做一件好事情，我们有一份力量，然后帮助大家，觉得是很好的事。
The Taichung Wallflower Expo, which began in November of last year, ended in April this year. More than 100,000 volunteers served at Expo, so the Expo goers could enjoy their visits. Recently, Taichung City government held a gratitude event for the volunteers and organizations that helped out. The Taichung Wallflower Expo has ended on April 24th. The city government has held a gratitude event at Zhongxin University to thank all the volunteers and organizations that participated in the expo. Besides setting up the humanitarian ecotech pavilion, city volunteers also serve at other expo areas, giving of themselves without asking for returns.
We have mobilized nearly 10,000 volunteers. We also assisted the city government with our volunteers on customer service and sanitation teams. Everyone worked with one heart and served joyfully. The thousands of volunteer vests provided by DaAi Technology will continue to be used after the Flower Expo ended, actualizing environmental concepts.
We were united as a team, serving for half a year or 173 days, and accomplished a challenging mission.
More than 100,000 volunteers served at the Flower Expo, which lasted for 173 days. Their service hours totaled about 600,000 hours. The volunteers served at the Houli, Waipu, and Fengyuan areas, marking a new milestone of volunteer service in Taichung. In Taiwan, to promote healthy eating, Kaohsiung City volunteers taught the public ways to cook vegetarian dishes at a park. The volunteers also seized the occasion to inspire people's compassionate givings. The community residents gave what they can, hoping to help people in other parts of the world. To promote the benefits of vegetarianism, Kaohsiung City volunteers teach the public to cook vegetarian food at Zhongxiao Park.
We hope the community residents can be healthy. Therefore, we asked some Tzu Chi volunteers to demonstrate ways to prepare vegetarian food. These dishes are simple and good for the health.
Adopting a vegetarian diet is not only good for our health, it also helps protect our earth. This way, the earth will not be polluted. The volunteers also inspire people's compassionate giving for international disaster relief. Even a little child makes a donation. The community residents give what they can to help those who are suffering in other parts of the world. In Malaysia, a city volunteer thought of a creative way to raise people's environmental awareness. He put plastic clothing on models to promote the reduction of use of plastics. We'll leave you with these images. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.